Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlotte, you can call me Charlie, and today I have a book review for you. So I have not done a book review on my channel for a while, which is insane when you think about it because I'm always reading books. But today we're going to dive right into The Lies That Bind by Alison Kaminsky. So this book got 4.8 out of 5 ratings on Goodreads, and I will overlay my design, my cover spread for this book because if y'all don't know, I like to journal/review every book that I read, regardless if it's posted on Goodreads or not, in my reading journal. So that is that. But okay, here is the summary. Kiara's life is a hot mess. Since fleeing a car accident after attending a senior graduation party, Kiara Hart and her parents have decided to keep it a secret for fear of tainting her reputation in the nosy town of Prescott, Arizona. But with secrets comes lies, and as time crawls on, it becomes harder for Kiara to keep herself in check as guilt deepens, especially when she discovers that her dad is having an affair with her best friend's mom. Okay, then I guess I can continue. With her personal life a wreck, Kiara wonders if happiness is just a thing from her past until she meets Nathan Reed. Oh, the handsome new neighbor next door. But there's a catch. He's paralyzed. And as the two grow closer and secrets unfold, Kiara makes a disturbing realization that her newfound love is the one she paralyzed. And when Kiara decides to come clean and confess, her world comes crashing down when she is arrested at Nathan's house. Will Nathan ever forgive Kiara for the tragedy she forced upon him? Even more telling, will Kiara have the courage to forgive herself, or will her lies bind her forever? The Lies That Bind is an exploration of one's self. So, I'm gonna leave it there. So this story was shorter than I originally thought it would be. And I have to say, it is not in my genre, yet for some reason, two out of the 3 books that I have reviewed on my channel are ones where someone is paralyzed. But regardless of that correlation there, let's talk about Alison's book. Let's talk about character development because I think that is one of the biggest things that I look for when reading, and I just love seeing characters develop and interact with each other. So Kiara, I feel like I really got to know Kiara well. I got to see her relationships with other people, see her interactions. I love these interactions, by the way. That is what kind of drove me to continue this story. Her and Abby is her best friend, talk like they're from this century. So, like, I don't know, it's a good thing when you can tell what time period a book takes place in through the talking and through the use of terminology and things like that. So that was good. I wish that Kiara's relationship with the secondary characters that are secondary to the secondary characters was a little more developed. Because some characters are really important even though they are secondary characters, and I didn't feel like I really kind of got that, if that makes sense. Some characters, they were mentioned 3 times, but they were really important to the story, and so I didn't feel anything. Throughout this book, I could definitely tell where the climax was. I could lay out the whole plot in my head, the way it would go. I don't think there's anything wrong with that if the book itself is really engaging, which it was. Oh gosh, should I even talk about it? I should, shouldn't I? That ending was so good. I both loved it and hated it because I was like, I need a sequel, but at the same time I was like, I don't need a sequel. This has nothing to do with character development. This is just what's coming onto my mind, and my mind says you need to talk about the ending because I really like that ending. The only thing I would kind of consider is, I'm going to say this as a spoiler. If you want to skip ahead, here's where you should skip ahead. But basically, while I don't know much about the jail system, it didn't make sense to me why all these extended people were going to jail. I could understand if you had to pay a fine, but I don't understand why all these extended people were going to jail, especially if if these people are trying so hard to keep everything a secret, wouldn't they just lie? What evidence do they have that's not? So that is my like biggest critique there. But yeah, also the time in that this book took was very quick compared to what I had on the paper. Like in my head, this was a small slice of life that took maybe, let's say, a week. That's some secret, a week for a secret. In the book, textual evidence, this book took place over a year-ish. So there's that. But overall, you know, like as I said, I'm critiquing this book because it is essentially a review, but I really, really liked this book. It was engaging. And that, at the end of the day, is most important. You can do all the analysis that you want on a book, but if you really enjoy it, then who cares about how in depth you can go into it, you know? So I really like it. Oh my gosh, at one point I looked at the time and I was like, how long have I been reading this book? Like I didn't even realize that I was going through chapters until I looked at the time and realized I was done the book. So there's that, and I hope you do like my cover spread that I'm doing for this reading journal. I tried to base it off a little bit of the cover with the Scotch tape, and I really enjoyed it. So here is the rest of the video. So yeah, thank you so much. If you haven't already, please don't forget to hit that notification button, subscribe down below if you haven't already, and give this video a big thumbs up for more reviews. Oh, did I mention this? Alison Kaminsky is an indie published author, and she has written more than one book, but this is the only book of hers that I read, and I really like it. There's my intro. It's also my outro. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Stay tuned for more. Bye!